we're advocating for because they're in, we don't want them to close down, so we're trying to raise money for them because they're a nonprofit organization. So it just kind of fit together, and it's been an absolute awesome cause ever since. So
we're having a good time here, being able to promote the beer too, but doing it for a really good cause, and then along with everybody else that's here as well too. So it's a really good thing. We're having a lot of fun doing it.
And all of the beer at today's event was local, including Crow Peak and Black Hills Minor Brewery. Police in Spearfish are now equipped with body cameras, but the chief says they're not a response to the nationwide push for the devices. Spearfish Police Chief Pat Rotert reports that his officers have used audio recording devices for decades, and his department began planning to purchase cameras in 2012. Rotert says recent national events, which sparked discussions about requiring body cameras for law enforcement, had, quote, no bearing on the department purchasing the cameras. Rotert says even though the department has in-car cameras, what often needs to be recorded is not happening in front of the vehicle. The department will hold a demonstration for the City Council tomorrow evening, and we'll bring you those details. A big week ahead for the United States. The Pope will arrive this week, but first, he's in Cuba. We'll get the details in our national news tonight. You're watching News Center 1 at 10. We'll be right back.
This is News Center 1 with Caroline Patricus and weather with meteorologist Dan Sabosian.
Come see your local American Family agent Mike Brewer for all your insurance needs. Stop in or call today.
A car gives you freedom, room to grow, and in time, room to grow up. Your dream car evolves, and protecting it takes committed support. American Family Insurance.
I chose Mid-Continent Business Solutions because you can't talk business without talking reliability. I need my people to show up every day on time. We stay as long as it takes to get things done. Mid-Continent works that way too. Their network is totally redundant, so the phones work. The internet works. Seriously fast, I might add. Every time. My patients rely on me. I need someone just as reliable. You guys are it.
Mid-Continent Business Solutions. Internet, phone, cable TV, and more.
Do you have a hard time with decisions? Is your favorite color all the colors mixed together? When you take multiple choice tests, do you just fill in all the above for every answer? Because who even really knows? Then Arby's new sliders are for you. 5 fun sandwiches for $1.29 each. Arby's, we have the meats.
It's the grand opening at Simply Sleep Better, where you'll find great savings on just the right mattress. Get a queen-size Simmons Beauty Sleep Plus Euro Top mattress set for just $3.99. Or experience recharging sleep on a Beauty Rest queen-size mattress set with air-cool foam and gel touch foam for only $5.99. Plus, get 2 years no interest and a free 7-night vacation for 2 at your choice of locations in the United States or the world with a minimum purchase. Better prices, better advice. Simply Sleep Better. Now at 2 locations by Rushmore Crossing and on Mount Rushmore Road, Rapid City.
Sweet new Subaru, huh, Mitch? Yep. You're selling the Mitchmobile? Man, we had a lot of good times in this baby. What's your dad want for it? Like 150 grand. You're not gonna tell your dad about the time my hamster had babies in the back seat, are you? That's just normal wear and tear, dude.
Subaru has the highest resale value of any brand, according to Kelley Blue Book. And Mitch. Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Stop in and see us at Courtesy Subaru or at courtesysubaru.com and check one out today.
Next August, the 2016 Olympic Games, live from Rio.
Watch the 2016 Olympics right here on News Center 1.
This is News Center 1, weather with meteorologist Dan Sabosian.
Welcome back. Hope everybody enjoyed the great sunshiny weekend. Temperatures above average right now. There you go, 84 degrees, 11 degrees above that average. We started off pretty close to that average into the lower 40s, and we quickly jumped up there into the 80s to make a great last Sunday of summer outside. And right now, 54 degrees. Clear skies, winds out of the west northwest at 5 miles per hour. Across the state, temperatures right now, current temperatures at your 10 o'clock hour, still holding on to the 60s in Buffalo, 61, 57 degrees for the Northern Hills in Spearfish, 51 Custer, same for even Pine Ridge, 60 degrees right now at 10 o'clock in Phillip. And no clouds in sight yesterday or today, and continuing, there's a few passing clouds, but we're still remaining mostly clear, and we're expecting abundant sunshine again for your Monday afternoon, and temperatures could be actually even warmer tomorrow than what they were today. And look, it's at the futurecast temperatures, and there you go, about a degree or two warmer than yesterday, so we're going to continue with these nice late season warm temperatures into the 80s across the Black Hills, and we'll quickly zoom off towards your forecast on Tuesday afternoon. And then there you go, you can start to see the cooler air filtering in from the north and the warmer air getting pushed towards the south. There it'll stay into the upper 80s, and we're going at the high temperature into the lower 70s as a relatively weak cool front is going to pass through the area on Wednesday and Tuesday. So let's go to the tropical forecast, and we have a tropical depression 16E. And that is moving towards the north and bringing lots of rain off towards the southern southwest deserts. And that will continue to trek. It is right now moving north at 15 miles per hour. And yeah, that's actually going to affect our weather here mid to late week. And we'll put this futurecast in motion. So here's that low pressure spiraling right there towards the west of Mexico. And it's going to move towards the north, and we'll stop it at Monday afternoon, so plenty of sunshine continuing. And there's that cold front I was mentioning, so that's getting closer, and that's going to start bringing our temperatures back towards average once that passes there on Monday night. And then there's that low pressure with all the rain, and that's going to continue working its way up, and we'll start to get some moisture from this system once you head in towards your futurecast about Tuesday night. And there you go, the clouds start to build up, and you can see majority of the rain in Colorado. That's going to continue to push off towards the northwest, but I expect the majority of the rain to be along the Missouri River and East River. So the more east and south of Rapid City you are, the better chance of rain you have Wednesday and Thursday. So we mentioned the last few days of fall here, so the official day of fall is Wednesday. And that means the most direct rays of the sun move south of the equator. And really, all that means for us is that our daylight hours are getting shorter. Eventually, we'll have more dark hours than light time hours. And there you go, Wednesday at 2:05 a.m. So you'll wake up Wednesday morning, and it will officially be the first day of fall on the calendar. So for tonight, we do have a couple more days of summer, 51 degrees for that overnight low, mostly clear, and winds relatively light out of the southwest. Tomorrow's forecast for Rapid City will go with a high temperature of 85 degrees, and that sunshine continues with warm temperatures, folks, with that westerly component of the wind moving down the elevations and warming us up into the 80s across the Black Hills for that Monday afternoon. Plenty of sunshine, and there you go, winds 8 to 18 miles per hour. So a little bit noticeable breeze with those winds out of the west. We'll go with a high temperature in Belle Fourche of 82, 83 degrees, and Sturgis, Mount Rushmore, 79, Deadwood hitting 80, and Hot Springs 86 degrees for your start of the week on Monday. 7-day forecast temperatures are staying at least average or above. We'll hit the 74-degree mark. That's right about average on Tuesday. A little bit more cloud cover going into Tuesday night into Wednesday. And there's that slight chance of some rain shower thunderstorm activity on Wednesday. And temperatures staying in the 70s. And folks, again, next weekend, Saturday and Sunday, both we're marking that again with plenty of sunshine expected next weekend, and temperatures going back up, folks. So summer is not wanting to end. Temperatures are continuing to stay relatively nice across the Black Hills. So just some great September weather. ClickBigDeals.com. No deals today. However, check ClickBigDeals.com every day as they update daily.
Well, I mean, we just can't complain. I mean, it just looks so perfect, and we got cool during the week and then hot during the weekends.
We had one fall-like day there last Friday. It was in the 50s, and then but it warmed right back up.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Dan. Stay with us. We have national news coming up right after this short break.
At Consumer Credit Counseling Services, we take pride in the fact that we help people to live a better life. So many of us are playing the stress game with our debt, and slowly it will take control. Now is the time to take that control back. Consumer Credit Counseling Services offers free financial education classes, debt management programs, and free housing and counseling sessions. We are nonprofit, part of the United Way, and have been providing immediate debt relief to consumers for over 30 years. Your financially successful future starts here.
Want to become a nationally licensed massage therapist in as little as 6 months? You can when you enroll in the massage therapy program at Headlines Academy, the academy with a proven reputation for successful graduates. Enroll in our October 19th massage therapy class by September 1st and receive a $500 scholarship. Financial aid available to those who qualify. For information on financial aid, scholarships, and gainful employment disclosures, please visit headlinesacademy.com. Are you ready to make headlines?
It's Ford SUV season. Now just sign and go with 0 down
0 due at signing, and 0 first month's payment, hassle-free. Choose from Ford Escape, Edge, Explorer, and Expedition, every SUV. Ford makes it easier for you to be unstoppable during SUV season. Now lease a 4-wheel drive Escape for just $279 a month with 0 down, 0 due at signing, and 0 first month's payment. Only at your local Ford stores.
When it comes to comfort, trained comfort specialists have been known to take their work home with them. A trained comfort specialist provides only the highest level of customer satisfaction, which means you should never have to settle for anything less than the industry's best. Choose Train and feel pretty comfortable in your home too.
For your heating and cooling repair, call us anytime. JD's Equipment Service, where we never charge overtime, ever.
Stop in and see our selection of Schultz homes at Lichty Homes in Blackhawk. See why Lichty Homes is recognized with the prestigious 5-star Customer Service Award for commitment and excellence. You're sure to find your dream home at Lichty Homes. Let Lichty Homes build your manufactured or modular home from our many floor plans and options available to suit your needs. Come by Lichty Homes, where we build the home, you create the view.
To address a growing Syrian refugee crisis, Secretary of State John Kerry announced today that the United States would significantly increase the number of worldwide refugees it takes in over the next 2 years. Kerry spoke at a news conference in Berlin after meeting with German Foreign Minister Frank-Walter Steinmeier. The two discussed the mass migration of Syrians fleeing their civil war. Kerry announced that the U.S. will accept 85,000 refugees from around the world next year. That's up 70,000, and that would total to rise to 100,000 in 2017.
We're now going to go up to 85,000 with at least, and I underscore the at least, it is not a ceiling, it's a floor of 10,000 over the next year from Syria specifically, even as we also receive more refugees from other areas. And in the next fiscal year, we'll target 100,000.
American officials have said that many, though not all, of the additional refugees would be from Syria. Others would come from strife-torn areas of Africa. The White House had previously announced that it intended to take in 10,000 additional Syrian refugees over the next year. In other news, it's been a historic and for many an emotional day in Cuba. Hundreds of thousands, including some Americans, making the pilgrimage to Havana as Pope Francis delivered Mass in the Revolution Plaza this morning. Jay Gray was there and has our story tonight.
The connection was immediate and strong. Pope Francis greeting the faithful for 20 to 30 minutes before this morning's Mass in Plaza de la Revolucion.
You can feel like something special being here. I mean, it's like a huge connection, like everybody's here for something, for someone.
For El Papa, as they affectionately call him here, the third pontiff to visit the island in the last 17 years. But the first to address Cuban followers in Spanish, their native tongue. While he did touch briefly on politics, specifically conflicts in Colombia, the majority of the Pope's message to the hundreds of thousands gathered here was focused on faith and family.
At first I started to cry because it was very moving.
The message and memories pulling at the emotions of Dora Lopez, who made the pilgrimage from Miami.
Because I started to think about like my family. My family left the island in 1962, so I was thinking about like all the pain that a lot of the people here have endured, and the fact that communism has not been able to triumph over God, and it won't, and it never will.
Following the Mass, Francis visited Fidel Castro, the Vatican telling us the men exchanged books as gifts and discussed, quote, protecting the environment and the great problems of the contemporary world. Problems eased, at least for the day, for thousands who were a part of history here. Jay Gray, NBC News, Havana.
And Pope Francis also met this afternoon an official state visit with Cuban President Raul Castro. And a few of our local residents in South Dakota are heading out their doors Tuesday for a conference in Philadelphia to meet the Pope. And we'll bring you those details later this week. Until then, switching gears tonight, before a dog's owner can be held liable, does the dog get one free bite? That was the question in the case of Blackie, the farm dog.
Before a dog's owner can be held liable, does the dog get one free bite?
That was the question in the case of Blackie the farm dog. In this case, Shane Ross, a minor child, was attacked and injured by Blackie, a shepherd farm dog owned by Hanson. Hanson and Ross families both ranched in the same area, and both families were on friendly terms. Shane and his brother went with their dad to the Hanson place to pay for a horse. While there, Hanson wanted to drive to a pasture to look at other horses, and they all got in Hanson's pickup. The two boys rode in the back with Blackie and another farm dog. There was no trouble with the dogs on the way out to the pasture. However, Hanson testified when they traveled about a mile back towards the home place, he heard a dog growling. He stopped the truck, found Blackie astraddle Shane Ross, and the dog had bitten the boy. As a result of the dog bite, Shane sustained a serious injury to his right eye. The jury found for the plaintiff and awarded money damages. The dog owner appealed and argued that the dog seemed fine, and there was insufficient evidence to show that he knew or should have known of Blackie's dangerous propensity prior to its attack on the child. How would you decide this case? Is the owner of the dog liable? We'll be back in a moment to answer that question.
I am Regional Health because I help our patients get the care they need and deserve.
Our whole team, everybody has the same goal in mind, best care possible, and that's what I try to do.
We know that we've made a huge difference. We've touched their lives and we've touched the future.
I am Regional Health.
I am Regional Health.
I am Regional Health.
So we've had a Tempur-Pedic for a while, but now that we have the adjustable base, it's even better.
I'm gonna go up and...
Discover how Tempur-Pedic can move you.
It's the grand opening at Simply Sleep Better. Get a free 7-night vacation for 2 at your choice of locations in the United States or the world with a minimum purchase or a $300 gift with purchase of a Tempur-Pedic set. Plus, get 4 years, no interest. Better prices, better advice. Simply Sleep Better, now at 2 locations by Rushmore Crossing and on Mount Rushmore Road, Rapid City.
The model year closeout is on now at Granite Buick GMC, your participating Rushmore Buick GMC dealer. Choose from the tri-state area's largest selection of GMCs with over 100 Sierras, Terrains, Canyons, Yukons, Duramaxes, and RMTs in stock. Get $10,000 in savings on GMC Sierra and drive a new Buick for only $299 a month with no money down. Don't miss the model year closeout on now at Granite Buick GMC, your participating Rushmore Buick GMC dealer.
Tickets on sale for September 29th and 30th at GotMine.com, 1-800-GOT-MINE, the Silverado Franklin, and the Civic Center box office.
Was there sufficient evidence to hold Blackie's owner responsible for the injury caused by his dog's bite? Yes, said the South Dakota Supreme Court. There is no rule that every dog gets one free bite in South Dakota. The court said, proof of negligence on the part of the owner in keeping or restraining a